and breathe out. Breathing in, breathe out. In, out. In, out. Okay, let's do one set of our Poomsae. Right, today let's go through the highest one you know, right? Whether it's Koryo, 8, 7, whichever one. On your own time, 시작. Ha! Hey! Okay, so if you're done, open your eyes. Okay, very good. So from here, when you're ready, you guys can stand up. Stretch out your legs. Let's begin.
I did come down. Oh, yes. So many.
That's slow motion, sorry.
That's a good thing. And there's 2 kiosks in Kumgang.
Yes, sir. Did Koryo, that's why. Okay, facing forward, turn, and then let's start with jumping jacks. So, 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 열, 아홉, 열. Raise your knees, stretch your chest. Left and right. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 열, 아홉, 열. Forward and back. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 열, 아홉, 열. From here, jump straight up. Ready? 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 열, 아홉, 열. Shake out your legs. From here, let's be your right leg back. So get straight up. Touch your hand. Then switch your legs. So go 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 열, 아홉, 열. Just widen your legs from here. You're going to reach for your opposite leg with your hands. You're adjusting each count.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 열, 아홉, 열.
From here, you're going to reach in front. You're going to reach behind your legs. Then you're going to arch your back 2 times to my count. Ready? Let's go in front, behind, and then arch your back twice. Ready? 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉. Go one more set. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉. Let's go one hand up and knee to the side. Jump just in.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
Switch. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉. Your hands on your hip. Make big circles. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯. Other way. 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉. And your hands up, turning left and right. Try to adjust in.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉,
Move
열.
your hands in circles. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯. Other way. 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Put your hands together, your elbows together, and move your wrists in circles. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯. Other way. 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Shake out your hands, shake out your legs. Okay, very good. So first thing we'll do today, let's start with a little bit more leg warming up. Okay, so let's start bouncing up and down. Okay, so every time I count, we're gonna do some knee raises. So do it while hopping on your other leg. Okay, so your leg still has to be hopping while you're raising your knee. Let's start with your right leg 10 times. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Other leg. Just 10.
하나,
now. 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
Alternating legs now. 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 아홉, 열.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉,
열.
열.
마스터 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
Yeah, check out your legs. Woo! Okay. Now from here, let's start working on some conditioning. Okay? Let's start with push-ups. We're gonna warm up with a set of 20. Okay? 20 push-ups on my count. Then Instructor Justin's count. Ready? 시작! 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
Okay, sit on your knees, shake out your hands. If you need time to finish, that's okay. You don't have to match our speed. Just make sure you guys finish and do it properly. Okay, today we're going to work on some exercises. The first one we're going to do, we're going to start with some tricep extensions. So you're going to have your hands together in front of your head, and you're going to lower your elbows slowly down and then back up. Alright, so this one, let's start with a set of 20, 10 and 10. Okay, ready? Let's begin. Hands in front of your face, lower your elbows to the ground. Ready? 시작. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
Woo! Shake out your hands. Oh! Okay, next one we're gonna do. We're gonna do some wide push-ups, but we're gonna do it a little different. Okay, so these are called typewriter push-ups. So instead of going up and down, we're gonna move our shoulders side to side with our elbows bent. I'm gonna show you, actually, Instructor Justin, right, seems to do this one all. He's gonna show us how you do that. So make sure you're facing the camera and you can see. Right, he's gonna bend his arms and he's gonna go side to side. Okay? So every time you go left and right, let's call that one. We're just gonna do 10. Okay? So back and forth this one. Okay? Okay, so try it a few times on your own. Just do like 2 or 3 and get the movement down, and then we're gonna do it on your own. So let's give it a try. Okay, take a bit of time to try this move on your own. So bend your arms and go side to side. Okay? Okay, so this one, I'm gonna let Instructor Justin count since he knows how to do it properly. Good, ready? Bend your arms and 시작!
하나, 둘. Oh, you don't do them with the push-up?
Oh, what?
That's how I do them.
What? No, just go back and
Okay,
forth. Let's go!
Sorry.
Let's go again.
둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
Ha! Very good.
Little misunderstanding between me and Askenet. We do them differently.
Every time you go up, you get rest time. So can't have that. Okay, we're gonna do some pseudo push-ups today. So this one, we're gonna do it right with your hands instead of being beside your shoulders. You're gonna lower them all the way down beside your stomach or to your belt. Okay, so instead of having them up here, you're gonna bring your shoulders forward all the way until they're beside your belt. And you're gonna bring your shoulders down and up this way. This one.
50! Just kidding, sorry.
Instructor Justin, do you think we should do 10 or 20 for this one? I'll let you choose.
10.
Let's start with 10 and see how we feel, okay everyone? Okay, I'll show you the side view to make sure you guys have a grasp on how the technique should look. Okay, make sure your hands are beside your stomach or your belt. Ready? Put the body up first. Get in position, right? And let's go. 10, 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Woo! Oh yeah! Okay, I think for today, we're gonna move on to some abs. Okay, let's warm up with 20 normal sit-ups first. Stand with me. Stand with Instructor Justin. Okay, everyone ready? Let's do 20. 시작. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 열, 아홉, 열. 허이스!
둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
Okay, the next thing we're going to do today is we're going to do some upper abs with the chair sit-up. So what you're going to do, it's very similar to your crunch, but instead of going inwards, you're going to bring your hands upwards. So from here, do what I do. Make a 90-degree angle with your feet and with your hips. You're going to cross your hands, put one hand on top of your elbow, and point it straight up to the sky. From here, you're going to raise your head and pull your hand upwards and bring your hand up as high as you can, and you're trying to keep your feet still. Okay, if you find your feet are swinging around too much, you can put them on top of something like a chair. Okay, but do your best to have your feet not move. You can do it without the chair, do it without the chair. All right, so everyone, we're going to do 10 with your right hand up, you're going to switch. You do 10 with your left hand up. Are we all ready?
That's it.
Yeah! Bring your right hand up, legs up, and 시작. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Put your hands straight.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
Yeah. Okay, today we're going to do a new one. We're going to do, instead of leg raises, we're going to do hip raises. So you're going to have your hands underneath your butt like before when you do leg raises. But you're going to lift up your legs, you're going to bend them, and you're going to kick upwards and lift up your hips. So from here, 1, 2, then down. 1, down. Okay, so bend your knees in. Point your feet up and kick straight up to the sky, but not too hard. I don't want you to swing. Okay, and go up and then back down. Okay, so hopefully everyone can follow along with this one. Let's try 720. Okay, hands beside your waist, pushing down on the ground so that you don't roll around. Okay, so every time we go up, we're going to count. Okay, focus on going up. Okay, ready? Stick your legs out, and let's go. In and up, and up. 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Okay, let's take a breather actually. I'm going to give you guys 10 seconds before I let Instructor Justin count. That was harder than I expected.
We're gonna go faster, guys.
Faster! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Instructor Justin!
3, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
Okay, we got one last ab exercise for today. We're going to do Russian twist. So what we're going to do is you're going to keep your body in a V. You're going to touch your body side to side, twisting your shoulders. So Alright? I'll give you two options, easy version and hard version. Easy version, knees bent, twisting. Harder version, legs straight, tight V, twisting. Alright, try to keep a 90-degree angle with your hips. Okay, and make sure your body is not too far back or too far forward. If you lean on your back, this doesn't help you. If your feet are down, it doesn't help you. You have to be balanced in the middle, okay? Is everybody ready? Ready! Let's go! Body up, and 20. Go! 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 열, 아홉, 요 준비하세요!
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
Very good, everyone. You're going to stand up, and from here, we're going to get some water. Facing forward. Turn it. In there. Good job, everybody. Woo! We go through Taeguek 7 in Koryo today, so I'm gonna start with doing Koryo 7, and Instructor Justin will help me count and give you guys some feedback and advice.
Okie dokies.
So we're gonna play the Poomsae game as well.
Yes, sir.
So you're doing Poomsae on your own time or counting?
Tell me first.
Okay. Awesome. So, couple points first thing I wanna point out first for Poomsae 7, guys, really important is the Poomsae, the tiger stance right at the start. Master Saadati is gonna show us the proper one. It's about the walking stance distance, but then here, when you guys do it, palm up, sorry, this is not your palm.
Heel.
Heel up. And then bend both of your knees, okay? Almost all of your weight is on your back leg. Very little of your weight is on the front. Keep your back straight, okay? This one's really important. It's gonna be the centerpiece for a lot of the techniques in Poomsae 7, okay?
Sir.
Awesome, let's get started.
Try to remember, guys, it's like you're sitting on an imaginary chair. You have to have your hips slightly behind your heel, so it almost feels like you're falling backwards, but you have to control your core muscles to keep your balance. So you can see behind here, right, my hips, right, my butt is actually behind my heel a little bit. It's not too far, otherwise I would fall down. But it has to be a little bit behind so that you can actually feel your back leg working. Right? If you don't have your hips slightly behind, you don't actually have a proper Poomsae, right? Your tiger stance. So if you're sitting right down here, this is not correct. Right? You have to have your hips behind. And so your back leg still has to be on top of, well, your back knee has to be on top of your back leg still. That's why your hips have to go back. Okay, so when you're ready.
Let's get started. Okay, 차렷!
Set.
형네! 준비! Taeguek Chil Jang, Poomsae 7, on my count. 하나! 둘! When you guys kick here, front leg with your Poomsae down, flatten with straight when you do your kick, and then when it comes back, you're in the same stance, okay? So that's important. Don't go kicking with your toes up, okay? I think that was a little too far. So don't go kicking with your toes up like this. That's not right for the Poomsae 7. Heel down when you kick. 하나, 둘, set. Then the twin lower open hand strike. Block. 하나, 둘, set. So notice here the supported palm block, and then your back fist. We're looking to make sure you guys do the appropriate height difference here. One's at your chest level, then next one goes up right below your nose. Okay? 하나. Keep your head level when you do the turn here. 둘, 셋. And as for anything, 5 seconds here for the slow move, and also keep your left arm over left hand over your right hand here. Okay? 하나, 둘, 셋. Now, when you guys go up from this position, open your hands. You're going to grab the shoulders, come down. You bring them down to your knee, and then after that, the 2 uppercuts to the gut. Okay? So make sure you open your hands when you do the knee kick. Hana! Turn! And for this move, for anyone that gets confused with it, the hand that goes on top for the X block is the same hand that is the same side that the leg goes back. So if my left leg went back, my left hand goes on top, okay? Set! Nine! 다섯! 여섯! 일곱! So here, I don't want to see a big swinging motion. I don't want to see that go upwards and then quick tilt to the side here. Then you go down into your Poomsae, okay? And then your body facing the side, really important. So your toes, your feet are parallel, so they're facing the same direction. But then your body too is facing that direction. The only thing turned to the side is your face, okay? Hana! Walking stance. 3, set, 9, 바로. And shot. That's it. Good job, everyone. Anything you want to add, Master Kevin?
Okay, just make sure you guys, when you're doing your wedge block, you have your elbows bent here. When you go through this movement, right, when you bring your hands down, don't swing them backwards. You want to make sure your hands are going straight down. So from 1, 2, not 1, 2. So when you bring your leg up, it's going to be right in line with your leg before you come forward. Okay, so don't swing your hands backwards. Let's go through 7 on your own time.
Okay. Master Kevin. 차려.
Is it do it together?
Just it.
So you
Where is it?
Master, 2 masters on screen now. Taeguek Chil Jang, Poomsae 7. 시작! Don't look down. 바로.
One goes so badly.
And shot. Ooh, nice.
Oh, I hit the wall. I didn't have enough room to go. I had to go small faster.
So both of them are very close. They're within a couple
was 6
inches.
inch.
Like that.
My toe is on the tape. I'm satisfied. Close enough.
Alright, let's do Poomsae number 8 on your count.
Let's go to tape number 8. By my count, let's begin. 차렷. 끝내. Poomsae 준비. Let's start with that back stance. Remember, stick out your front leg and bend your back leg so that you don't move your hips forward. Okay? Back stance. 하나. 둘. Change the forward stance. Punch. Double front kick. Set your hands after you kick. So don't set your hands while you kick. Kick. Then you set. Okay? Don't put those 2 things together. Now. Ha! Ready? Step forward. Punch. Now. Stepping behind. Let's see a good forward stance. Now. Just a reminder, guys, when you're doing a forward stance for Taeguek 8, the first one is always your front leg off center. Okay, so this is a modified forward stance. Yeah, so your front leg and your back leg have the same angle, guys. Imagine your heels are on the same line, but your feet are parallel, facing the same direction, even though you're bending your front leg. But when you turn around, you go into a normal forward stance. Okay, so you haven't heard that before? I'm telling you now. Okay, now. Other side, same thing. Deux. Set. Okay, here, stepping to the back, turn right front block now. Make sure from here, when you change to forward stance, you draw that hand to your belt, right? So from turn that front position, before you punch, 1 and 2. Draw that hand to your waist. Now, a front kick, lat behind, step behind, palm block now. Okay, good. From here, turn that hand to the side now. And make sure you guys pivot properly, right? Have that back leg facing the same direction as your body. Ready? Front kick, backhand punch now. Make sure from here, before you guys do your palm block, you set your hand first, then move your feet. Now, so that you can time your blocks properly. Other side, turn that hand now. Ready? Front leg kick, backhand punch now. You ready? Palm block now. To the back, turn lower block now. From here, separate your front kick and your jumping front kick. Finish the first, then start the second. And middle block double punch. Now, kick and kick. Middle block double punch. Okay, ready? Spin around, single left hand block. Now, ready? Elbow to backwards punch. Now, turn around, single left hand block. Now, 2. Battle. Jump. Very good. Okay.
This much.
Okay, guys, just a few things to know. When you guys are doing your double front kicks, make sure that you're switching, not jumping. So what I mean by that is when you do a second kick, you don't want to leave the ground too much because you're changing the distances between your feet. What you really want to do after the first kick is you want to put your first leg down and switch. In the same way that you do a double turn kick, when you turn your body, you're replacing your first leg with the second one. The same idea is here. You kick, you put it down, and you switch your feet. Okay? You should be roughly in the same place. Otherwise, everything's okay. Okay. So yeah, so make sure you have that when you switch your legs, okay? And try to keep your balance. Okay, so let's go to Taeguek one more time, unless Instructor Justin has any comments.
No comments from me. We shall do Poomsae one more time.
Me and you?
That's it.
On our phone?
Spots? I have this one.
That's your good.
This one?
태국 파장 준비 시작. 바로.
I started right here.
I started and finished.
Master beat me. I was not by this much.
Oh, you did?
I was like this.
Awesome.
Very good.
Okay. We'll move on to
Koryo. Koryo.
Yes, sir.
Master Kent is gonna explain Koryo step by step now.
Instructor Justin will actually.
Oh, it's not.
Sure. Okay. Let's go to the semester. So, first things first, if you guys don't remember, when we say Koryo to beat, it's like the hamburger. Okay? You're picking it up, it's going all the way in front of your face.
Master Kent, can you step back?
But then, this would be a bad hamburger.
Yeah. Good.
This would be a bad hamburger because you wouldn't hold it because your thumbs are in. Not like this, the normal way you eat one. Thumbs in, that hamburger is gonna drop out. Okay? Awesome. Ready? Now! 3. So the first kick here, it's not the full side kick. You're just going to extend it straight, and from there, that's when you do the proper tuck in, and then you can go out for the proper side kick, okay? So 1, 2, and then you can do your kick, okay? I'm gonna show you guys one more time. So the first one is really easy, then the second one, then you do your knee in, then you do your kick. Okay? Awesome.
Guys, if you don't know Koryo, please do the one that you know, 7 or 8.
3. set. So low, and then do your tuck in, okay? And now, third, facing the front, big stance, open hand, low block, and then next, open hand, next strike here, okay? Third, kick, same thing, low block, open hand, low block, and then next strike. And now, one more, yeah. Third, and this one, you're gonna use your right hand, grab the knee, and then do a left hand knee break, okay? Set, step forward with your back leg, and you turn around at the same time, okay? Really important there. You step across your leg, because when you turn around, you need to be in the proper big stance. If you just step forward, you'd be crossed over like this, right? So step across your leg so that you're standing in the proper stance, okay? And now, third, set, now. So this one, you don't move this hand towards you. You need to twist your shoulders to bring your other hand over to the punch. This doesn't come towards you. The punch goes towards your hand, okay? Third. And then after the kick here, you need to resume your ready stance. So both of your hands are going to be open, facing downwards, and then do the move. Important that you don't do that as you're kicking. After you kick, then you do the ready stance, okay? And now, third, set, now. So same thing. Do the ready form for this movement after you kick. So kick, then you do your ready form, okay? And now, third, low block, set, just walking stance, palm block, and then to Poomsae, elbow. And now, close your hand halfway. Your left hand is gonna close halfway through the Poomsae, through the move. Right here when it hits your shoulder. Okay? Third. Set. This part is very important that you start using your hips for each movement. Okay? If you guys watch Master Kenneth, he's very good at this. So watch. You need to use your hips and move them in the direction that you're going to block. Okay? And now. And third. Aro. That was masterclass. Koryo. Nice job, Master Kenneth. I think Master Saadati wants to do Koryo with Master Kenneth.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You guys are in for a treat because this Poomsae is very fun to watch.
The one we see most in competition. Koryo. Sit. Sit. Oh.
Should I move further back to you?
You have.
You want to decide.
You have half a mat. You can go. It's still in the camera. No, that's too much. Yeah. Very.
Oh, so
I come here so I don't want to break.
Don't worry, I got a picture of it, you guys.
Koryo 준비. 시작. 감사합니다. Again, I hit the wall. I had to shift down this side.
Awesome. So, guys, let's go for a quick water break. Come back in 1 minute, okay? Ta-da! And Poomsae. See you in
감사합니다.
a bit.
Okay, we're going to go through a little bit of something very technical, guys, today. But it's very important for your kicking, both for regular kicking and also for Poomsae. We're going to focus on pivoting for a few minutes, and we're going to talk about like this. So number one, right? One of the biggest problems we see when people do kicking is that they under pivot. What does that mean? For example, when you do a turning kick, some people only turn their leg to the side, and they have a half turn this way. So that's okay when you're kicking to the body, but not when you're kicking up high. When you try to kick to the head level with a half turn kick, the kick comes out wrong. Okay, so on a turning kick and on side kicks, you want to have your leg turn from forward all the way to the back. Okay, so you want to end up with your toes facing backwards. Now, the reason why a lot of you don't do this, it's not your fault entirely. It's just you're not used to having your toes face backwards, right? Having this sideways position with your toes backwards, but your leg and your body sideways is not normal. It's unnatural, right? It's not something you do in your everyday life. Okay, but there's also one more problem, and this happens the older you get. Your hips tighten up, and you find that your range of motion goes down. So this is two problems that we're going to solve in one. Number one, your balance. Number two, right, if you're older and you have not as much hip flexibility, mobility, this is a good drill for you too. So these two things we're going to work on. You're going to kill two birds with one stone. Actually, don't kill birds. Birds are good. Okay. Jokes aside, we're going to do this, okay? So what we're going to do, first of all, is we're going to face the wall. Okay, I'll do this close to you because otherwise I'm not sure you guys will be able to see. So I'll do this with an imaginary wall. So you're going to put your hand on the wall. You're going to have your body facing the wall, okay? And you're going to have your head dipping forward and your legs sticking out straight. Okay, so from this position here, right, you're facing the same way that you're leaning forward. And your body should be facing down right now. Okay, so put your hand on the wall for balance. What you're going to do is you're going to rotate your body and open up your hip to the side into circular position, and you're going to lift up your foot. Okay, so you're going to maintain that while having your toe face backwards. There's two reasons why we're doing this. Number one, you have to learn how to balance with your body sideways and your toe backwards. Number two, you're learning how to open up your hip and open up your foot, right, in this position. So you're going from body down, body side, and then lift. Down, up, lift, okay? So we're going to practice this a couple times, right? For you guys to use the wall, I'll challenge myself and do it within the wall. So you guys have an example in front of you. So we're going to work on our balance for a few minutes, just about 5, and then we're going to move on to our specialty. All right, so let's go. Ready from here, body down. All right, have your leg in the air, all right, lean forward. Okay, ready? Now turn your body to the side and lift up your leg. 1, and then come back down. All right, so go from down, open, then lift up, and down, open, and up. Okay, make sure you keep that toe that you're standing on facing the wall. Okay, when you open your body to the side. Okay, you have to get used to that position. Okay, let's try this a couple times with the other leg. Okay, get ready. From here, toes down, body down. Ready? Open up to the side and lift. Down, open, lift. Down, open, and lift. Okay? So both for adults and for younger guys, right? This drill is going to be very important for you, right? Number one, for your hip mobility. Number two, for your balance. Okay? So once you can do that with the wall, with no difficulty, start doing it without the wall and see whether you can maintain your balance that way. That is, if you have trouble pivoting all the way to the back. Okay? So this is some advice for you guys to work on that. All right, so from here today, we're going to move on to the next thing. I start with the Poomsae.
Poomsae game. Yes, Poomsae game. And then the surprise.
You thought the Poomsae game was a surprise? You're wrong. You got something even better.
So what Poomsae do you guys want to see? 7. Everybody wants 7. Okay. Too far. Oh, you're gonna move forward, huh? Okay, yeah, sorry.
자리, 겠네. Poomsae 준비. On time. Taeguek 7 시작.
Bear with me, guys. I'm making mistakes here. I'm making very tiny ones. Let's see if you guys can find them.
하나. 시작.
I think I remember them. Good.
How many did you guys see? Tell you how many I saw later.
So,
Step in every time I see a mistake.
did anyone catch that my first mistake I made? When I made the Kyumne, I went like this. All of you guys, so many of you bow like that. Okay? That's a big no when you're at the belt test, especially at the advanced level, okay, guys? The full bow, please. Don't just, be lazy. Don't do that, right? There's a reason why I do that, because I see that so much, okay? So first one, really easy. I don't think many people make this mistake. I've seen it a couple times. Poomsae, don't go with your heel down, all right? Keep that up. Yeah, keep your heel up, right? Okay, I think I did fine here, no mistakes. But then remember, heel up. Okay, go. This one was a weird one. I'm not sure if anyone made this mistake. This felt really bad, but I hope you guys caught this. This one is not a big stance. Back stance when we're doing that. Next one was a big one. I see so many people make. Please, guys, when you do this move, right? Chest level first, then you move up to your face level. I see so many people go straight away to this and then do that, or this is more common. A lot of people do it down here and then they stay down here. Okay? So really easy for us to see this one. Chest level, go up, down, up. Okay? Reading that. This one was a tiny one. Did anyone see this? Master Cannon saw it. He's got a keen eye. So this one, left arm, left hand covers the right hand. Okay, when you go up, 5 seconds here. I hope anyone saw this too. Yes, you use the other hand when you're going up here. Okay, not your right hand first. Okay, so 1, 2. That's the proper way. 1, 2. Here, tiny mistake, and some people make this quite often. All right, open your hands, and then you close them down here by your knee. Don't just keep them closed or go back like that. So close first, open, then down by your knee, then you do your X block here. Okay? So same thing. All good there. Here, I told you guys this at the start. When you guys do your move, don't swing widely like that. Keep your leg up and smaller movements when you're going like that, okay? And last but not least, final one. So many people forget this. Key up at the end, okay?
If anyone knows me, I will reaction, they will know I'm doing that.
So I always do the most. You guys finish, and then we tell you you're supposed to key up. You go, oh yeah! I get all the time. Oh yeah, seems to be the new kind of key up for some of you. Did you forget when you do?
So don't forget key up at the end, guys, okay? Good. I'm proud of myself there. I remember my mistakes. Time for the surprise. Get up,
Good.
and
Get some water and give us some time to prepare for our surprise.
Let's watch. Whoa! Very nice. Very good.
You broke the light here. officers.
But yes, that's the surprise of the Friday night. I thought, I hope you guys come here soon. All right. Thank you all for joining. If you have any question, please type in. Otherwise, we finish the class and I will read your questions. Chariot. 네, 감사합니다. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night.
No, sorry.